India and Russia aren't what they used to be. Here's the full story behind the diplomatic shift that's shaking up South Asia. Whenever Indo-Russian relations come up, people often recall the golden era of the Soviet Union. Back in 1955, Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev visited India and famously declared that Moscow was so close to Delhi, even a call from a mountain peak would bring them rushing in. Even after the USSR collapsed in 1991, the friendship endured. During times when the West questioned India's stance on Kashmir, Moscow stood firmly with New Delhi, vetoing multiple UN resolutions that challenged India's claim. Russia has used its UN veto power 6 times in support of India, most of them regarding Kashmir. From backing India's action in Goa to endorsing the 2019 move on Kashmir's special status, Moscow was always in India's corner. But something shifted after the 2019 Pulwama attack. When India struck inside Pakistan, Russia didn't back it outright. Instead, they urged restraint and even offered to mediate. Suddenly, Russia was balancing its language. Fast forward to 2023, and Russia is no longer India's default ally. Why? Because India stayed neutral during the Ukraine war. While Delhi didn't oppose Moscow, it didn't fully back it either, a signal the Kremlin didn't miss. Meanwhile, India's defense ties with the US are expanding. Washington and European countries are gaining a bigger share of India's arms market. Russia's dominance is fading. Another factor, Afghanistan. Russia is engaging the Taliban and views Pakistan as a key transit partner. Moscow can't afford to antagonize Islamabad anymore. It needs Pakistan on side. Now, Putin is skipping India-centric events while visiting China multiple times. Even at the 2023 G20 summit in Delhi, he was notably absent. In contrast, India downplayed its role in organizations like the SCO, where Russia holds sway. Trade between India and Russia may be growing, but it's mostly oil. Defense imports from Russia have dropped from 76% to just 36% over the past decade. India is diversifying. Even analysts admit India didn't back Russia during the Ukraine war the way Moscow expected. And Pakistan? It's not so distant anymore. In fact, bilateral trade between Russia and Pakistan hit a record $1 billion in 2023. Russia even supported Pakistan's entry into BRICS, something unimaginable just years ago. Meanwhile, India's ties with smaller neighbors are eroding. Countries like Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and the Maldives are drifting away. Even during tensions with Pakistan, no neighboring state supported India, not even the US. India's dream of becoming a superpower may be premature. Right now, the world sees a nation losing regional influence and old friends. That's the full picture. A rapidly changing geopolitical chessboard where old alliances are fading and new strategies are emerging.